What's going on? What's going on, good people?
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? It's been a little while. So, this is the Foul Language Podcast. This
Yes,
happens to
sir.
be episode 80. I'm Lamar. It's my brother, Casey Fowler.
Sandy. And like every other episode, man, you might want to get your accessories right, get your headphones on if you're at work, put the kiddies to bed, because you might just hear some foul language. Let's get it, man. Let's go.
Got that right. Roll the intro.
Perfect.
All right, everybody, we back. And it is time, before we kick these things off, to see what kind of accessories are joining us on episode 80. So, brother, what you got this evening?
Well, this guy right here, and I pretty much smoked like a quarter of this motherfucker already. It's actually really good, man. It's an Upton Vintage Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my people in Cameroon over there.
You gonna put
It's
it,
pretty good, man.
put it so we can see it?
It's pretty good. I'm sorry, I was looking at it. It was making me happy.
Oh yeah, H. Upman. Yeah,
So-
I fucks with H. Upman, man.
Yeah. So it's a good one, man. And then for this guy right here, it's a little mix of what I had left, man. It's a little Jameson with a little bit of Satori with no ice.
Finally, no ice. But
Yeah. I actually poured it up. Like, go ahead.
I was gonna say that mix might be kind of weird with no ice though, but
It might be. But right now it's really, really cold because I made the drink last night and I just didn't feel like fucking drinking. So I just put it in the freezer and just took it out when we got ready to get started. So it's like really, really fucking cold.
well, it's basically got ice in it now.
Yeah, pretty much. So how about you, man? What you got going on over there?
All right, man. So if you've been paying attention for tonight, I've got my good old Placencia, the
I thought that's what that was.
Original. Yeah, so my astute people know, and I'll talk about it a little more in the Wibble, but I brought some Clyde Mays single barrel. I think it's cast strength.
Okay. Looks tasty.
I don't think it is. No, it's just single barrel. I thought it was cast strength. I guess not, but that's okay. So about to open it now, and I'll have nice little thoughts on it when we check back in.
Still looks tasty.
It better be.
Hello, all you happy people. It's time for the What's Best in Life, where we bring some positivity into this negative world of ours. Lamar, what's best in life, brother?
I'm gonna cut that out and just put you right there. That's real creepy. Some weird shit going on.
Want me to do it again?
Nah, we good. So, it's been a while. So first, let me say I've made the executive decision that Foul Language Podcast will air on Thursdays from now on instead of Tuesdays. So yeah, it just starts to make sense. Given like our recording schedule and everything else, instead of trying to force it on a Tuesday, Thursday just seems to work. So
thanks for telling me. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. So for those that are recording, that are watching, by the time this will be out, 79 will be out tomorrow, since we're recording on a Wednesday. So fun times. So since it's been so damn long since we've been on here, let's say Black Friday, did some shopping, got a new TV for the garage. I'm actually watching Foul Language right now on the TV. This is fantastic shit right now. Oh, it's great. It's like glorious. Changed my setup a little bit. So, say what? What'd you say?
Fucking fancy.
Oh, it's fancy as fuck. I can't even lie. It's on a stand.
That's pretty.
So I roll that shit around and it's glorious, man. So
Righteous.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. So doing that, bought a cigar kit. I won't show that right now because that'll be showing on MFR in a couple weeks. So yes, sir. I ain't buying you no damn cigars. Shit. So that should be coming out either the end of the month or very early January, depending on where it fits in the line of the other videos I want to do. So we'll see. This whiskey that I bought along with two others is the very first time ordering whiskey for delivery. So a DoorDash brought my liquor to my door. It's like I could get used to this. Shopping online,
Bullshit.
I might be. Because I wanted something new and I didn't have time to go get it. And I was like, well, shit, let me see if they'll deliver it in time. Came right at 7:00. Took me a little while because they couldn't get my card scanned right. So my ID. So that fucked up my timeline, but that's okay. We out here getting ready. You know, the kids are doing their thing. School's getting ready to let out. And Friday's my last day at work for the rest of the year. So good times with that. Kim got a raise. That's always good when the missus get a raise. I'm one step closer to being a stay-at-home dad. And yeah, things just going good, man. Got the bike inspected. It's street legal now. That was the funniest shit ever. Like, I promise you, I really don't think he did the inspection. Like, because I've had the inspections done before, and I usually roll it to the back myself, and I sit on it, and they tell me to do the different shit: check the light, check the mirror, check the horn. Like, I promise you, they found my VIN number. I sat there, and they were just like, "All right, are you ready? We can go ahead and check out now." Like, okay, whatever. Not gonna say where it was at because I don't want to incriminate the guilty, and I appreciate that shit for next time. So that was good times. So yeah, I mean there's probably more. It's been a long ass time, and I didn't write anything down. So yeah, that's all I got for right now. What about you, man? What's best?
Fuck the world. Don't ask me for shit.
Because everything you get, you got to work hard for it.
Let's start with that. No, so let's backtrack a little bit, man.
Shout out to everybody that knows where that comes from, by the way.
If you don't, you ain't old enough. So let's see. Went to class, had a class last week, man. I'm a unit prevention leader now, certified, aka I handle the urinalysis for the unit now. So that is what it is. Piss handler. But you know, it's a good class. You know, stack the resume a little bit, I guess. You know, I can put it in my
the irony resume. Of that shit there.
Handled piss and an extremely high volume of pissivity. But so that class was a couple days, man. Did that. Kevandre is down here, man. After Thanksgiving, Kevandre came down here, so he been down here the whole month, just trying to let him chill out, get away from Augusta for a little bit. You know, we're gonna work on his resume. You know, just get him right before he go back home. Shit. What else, man? Men and the Warriors, like that shit was behind, but I'm about caught up there now too.
Yeah, I saw that.
My boy Bama hit me up, and there's a YouTuber. His name is shit. What is it? Riding Dirty Radio on YouTube. So he wants to do an interview with you, boy. So we're gonna be setting that up sometime in the near future. My birthday just passed, man. The boys the big 3-7, nothing major. Just chilled the fuck out. Had to work that day, so came home and Keontae had an appointment, so we had to do that. So nothing much really. The wife cooked me some bomb ass fucking dinner. Got me a little gift, got me some new earpods. I mean the fucking headphones, this Bluetooth that stick in your earbuds. There we go. And then the day before, she took me to go see Wakanda Forever. I finally seen it. Yes, sir.
Finally
fucking seen it. Yeah.
Shit, if you would have told me that, would have changed what we do tonight.
It was good, but I really think the first one was better, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I don't disagree with that.
And in anime news, man, I finally finished Bastard. Trash.
I know.
I was like, I wasted my fucking man.
I told you to stop watching it too. I told you to stop watching it. And I don't binge.
But I said I had to finish it, man. I got that far.
I tried to save you.
What the fuck is this? That shit was so bad. Finished the third season of Dota. They probably gonna do another season. That ended with kind of like a cliffhanger. I ain't gonna say that ended trash like, but it ended with a cliffhanger. Dragon Age Absolute is out. You know what I'm saying? For my Dragon Age fans out there, I was really excited about that. So the first episode. Go ahead.
That's my Wibble. Other one I was gonna add on since you mentioned it. I just finished it today.
Yeah, so I saw the first one. It's more like a nostalgia type. See how it ties into the game. Seeing if these people gonna tie
Mhm.
into the new game that's coming out. So I'm kind of excited for that. The last thing I got, man, is like right before we start recording, when I was eating shit, I started watching the Willow um
Oh, how is that?
spinoff. I only got like 15 minutes in, but it seemed like it's gonna be interesting because what I thought was the baby was gonna be like the queen, like they made her out to be in the movie. But I'm just gonna say that's not exactly the case just yet. So
Okay.
pretty good. Got some. Far I've seen one of the old characters from the original movie, and yeah, man, that's what's best in life.
Cool, man. Cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I got my EIN for the Melanin Warriors podcast and more
Oh,
LLC. So
dope.
the admin shit is almost done, and we should be launching sometime next month.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
And that's what's best in life.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, man. We both have kids. We both have daughters. You have had your firstborn's a daughter, just like mine. Your daughter is grown now, so this is kind of fun. Um, so man, what's it like having a daddy's little girl, man? Being a father of a girl and all that shit.
First of
I
all,
mean, we
she's
talked about it.
grown-ish. Grown-ish.
All right,
She ain't got them
grown-ish.
grown yet. And it's one of those things, man. It's like that's like your diamond, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Your stars or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But at the same time, they're your fucking they're your debt collectors because they take all your goddamn money. Goddamn. But no, man, it's awesome.
We can end the
man.
topic
Like,
on that.
like having daughters made me change just the way I think, the way I am for the
Mm-hmm.
most part. I mean, I was just before I had kids, I was just kind of I was all over the motherfucking place. Just oh, you throwing pussy to me? Thank you. You throwing pussy? Thank you. So, I had to kind of yeah, just gotta catch all the pussies.
Gotta catch them all.
But that made me reevaluate a few things. Like, I don't want my daughter just to be passed around and shit like that. So hell no, man. So let me show them what a man should look like, should be like. And I purposely made it harder for future boyfriends because I set this standard so fucking high as their fucking dad. So they're like, motherfucker, if you can't do more than my daddy can do, fuck you. And that's how I've instilled it into my daughters. And it has worked successfully. And I treat them little boys. Some of them little, they in their boyfriend stage now. You know what I'm saying? I'm more acceptable to it now. Cause I mean, if you don't accept it, they're just gonna sneak behind your back and it's gonna be fucking worse. So I accept it, but do I give them little boys hell? Give them hell. Got to. It's so much fun. You just wait till it's your turn, bro. You're gonna have so much fun. It's a delight. It really fucking is. Like, what's your name, boy? Huh? I don't like that name. Just fucking with them. But they, and then they know what I expect, and they know the rules and everything like that. So they follow the rules, and it's awesome, man. Like my baby girls and my everything, man. Like they're up here. All my kids are fucking up here, but it's something about them girls compared to them hard-headed ass boys of mine that's just like, man, you know what I'm saying? So, and then Shania, that's my spoiled brat, man. Like, she was the baby before Keontae and Kevion came around. She's the baby girl, and she fucking knows she's a goddamn brat. Knows it. Like, Daddy, can I get $30? I just gave you 25 yesterday. Daddy, can I get $30 here? God damn it. God damn it. And she's so much like me, it's fucking ridiculous, man. I just fucking love it. Just having those conversations, having those bonds and stuff with your daughters, teaching them the stuff from a male perspective has been a real blessing and an amazing opportunity for me. So they know not to get into stupid ass fucking situations, be around stupid ass fucking people as a fucking whole, and just supporting them and whatever the fuck they do. And you'll see it on Facebook all the time. My daddy is this, my daddy is that. And then I know Shania in particular did a TikTok and it was like things that are perfect. And first picture came up was my dad, and it was me, and I was like, yeah, that's right, goddamn it.
Do anything for clout
until the money stops. Christmas coming up, you ain't slick, Shania. Goddamn it, that shit didn't work.
Okay, buttered his ass up.
Yeah, they do.
He didn't cut the check.
My girls are amazing, man. And you know what? And I'm not gonna take it from you because you know you gotta talk about Simone, but my nieces are like my daughters too, man. I treat them and feel the exact same way about all my fucking nieces. I even talked to a niece that I've never really talked to via phone before. Leah, Nikki's daughter, Leah, told me happy birthday, man. That shit was pretty fucking dope.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I got her number now. So I said, you know, hit up Uncle anytime, that type of thing. So that was really fucking dope, man, because she is my niece, just like Jaden is my nephew. So I'll treat them the exact same way as her.
Sure. Yeah, of course. Of course.
What do you think about your little girl, man? Your little daddy's girl? Because that she is, boy. She act just like your ass.
Sometimes to a fault, man. It's so crazy. Like, I don't know what she's gonna be, but she's either gonna be an engineer, a scientist, or a lawyer, or something. Because the shit be scary. Say what?
She gonna be She-Hulk.
She tall as fuck, so maybe
everything.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, she's like on her height chart. It says greater than the 99th percentile for her age. So she tall as shit. And so I mean that's the one thing we've had to worry about with her growing up is that because she's tall for her age, people thinking that she's older than she is. I mean, luckily nobody's ever been like rude and it's like, get your child. Why is your big ass child acting like that? So luckily we haven't had. No, I guess they realized like that I don't give a fuck. So, I guess it's good. But yeah, I mean it's cool because you see things so differently when you have them, and it's amazing because just like I was having a conversation with somebody and it was just like it changes your outlook on how you treat women. If you respect, if you love your daughter like you say you do, I mean, because you, like you said, you want to give them that standard, set that example to see, this is what manhood should look like, and this is a lot of times their first window into what it means. And I mean, right, wrong, or indifferent. I mean, that's where they set their framework of what it looks like and what it means to be a man and what to expect out of any potential daters. And like you said, I want the standard to be so high that, you don't tolerate bullshit. And I mean, I'm not expecting like, somebody who I can be like, oh, he's a this and he's a that. I mean, I just want to stand up solid dude. You know what I mean? And that's all. That's all that matters. And I care more about, your character and who you are than if there's any letters behind your name or, whatever. What are your goals? What are your ambitions? So she sees that. And, we talk to her about things and we teach her like lessons that we've learned later. She's getting to get firsthand and earlier. So, I mean, I'm so grateful that she's going to be so far ahead in so many areas than both of her parents are when they were her age. So by the time she's 18, 19, 20, 21, where she's going to be is so much further. And, she's a daddy's girl. And so she's awesome. So she's always down to help. She's always, I mean, and she's a hugger too, man. So sometimes, that shit be getting on your nerves. Like, damn it.
Yeah, she is.
Hug. But then you'd be like, you know what? Sometimes you be needing them damn hugs, man. So you can take anyone you can get. Sometimes them hugs make you want to avoid you from slapping the shit out of somebody else. So definitely appreciate that.
Like, who you motherfuckers hug? Oh, yeah, I love everything again.
Exactly.
Hell yeah,
exactly.
Man.
So it's fun, man. I enjoy it. I look forward to seeing, who she's going to become as she gets older, and watching the choices she makes. It's funny because she's spoiled too. Try not to be, but it's like, you know what? She's fucking spoiled. And it's not like
They
I
deserve it
got
though. That's the
daddy
thing.
wrapped around my thumb kind of spoiled, but it's just the level of fortune that she's seen is definitely different than what we saw. So yeah, I love my little lady. Love both my kids. Like you said, our nieces too. Same kind of deal, man. Um, if you got one of them around, you got them all around. It's they get to see it and it's fun. So I think that's all I got for now.
Word, man. Well, shout out to our baby girls, man. They, ain't none of them really babies no more, but shout out to them. Shout out to my goddaughters too at that, cause them my girls too. God damn it, my goddaughters are freaking amazing too. All three of them. So, boy, I hate Christmas. So that is with them daughters, man. Y'all go ahead and drop some in the comments, man. Drop some pictures of your beautiful queens. I mean, your princesses. I'm sorry they ain't queens yet. Damn it. Just put some in the comments. Let us know about y'all daddy-daughter dynamic, man. I love to hear some stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, as the new year is coming upon us, y'all know everybody has the fucking New Year's resolutions and the new year, new me, but it still turns out to be the same you. We're gonna leave that.
I hope they don't say that anymore.
They probably will. I know this year was what, manifestation or some shit. That's what they were saying all year this year. Manifest. I'm really curious on what corny ass fucking slogan gonna go for the first 4 months of 2023. But I digress.
It's happening.
So we're talking about the keys of self-improvement, you know what I'm saying? Things that you can do to self-improve. It doesn't have to be a New Year's resolution. You could pick that shit up in fucking June the fucking 4th on a fucking Sunday or some shit, and you just want to change the way you live and change the way you just change everything about you want to evolve, I should say. That's a better word for it. You ready to evolve. What are some ways, what are the keys to self-improvement or evolving?
The best piece of advice I've ever seen, and I've read self-improvement books. I have a couple accounts that I follow, listen to improvement podcasts, all that shit. If there's something that you want to do to improve yourself, just start. Don't get bogged down in like the plans. Like if let's say you want to lose weight, you don't have to find a trainer, the right meal plan, the perfect workout clothes, the right shoes. Just get your ass out and go for a walk.
Yep.
And start building that habit. Please eat. And just pick like one thing and just get started. And a lot of people are like, I'm gonna start on a Monday, or I'm gonna start, at the beginning of the week or the beginning of the month, or next month that's gonna be my month, or next week. You know what I'm saying? Just if it's a damn Thursday, just get started, and you'll be surprised because I think studies have shown, and I'm trying to remember the exact quote, but basically people feel like they have to start a new thing at the beginning of something. So that's why New Year's resolutions are so popular. But yeah, just start that shit. I mean, you can read all the books you want. I'd say read one or two tops. Because what starts to happen is they start getting repetitive. They start saying the same shit over and over again, just different ways, or they start to piggyback. I mean, and as you start to improve, you can say, hey, I want to learn more about this particular thing. Then read books and listen to and consume media that helps you improve in that particular area. Don't continue to look at like general self-improvement topics over and over again, because you'll just you'll do this thing to where, because you're reading about self-improvement, you're feeling like you're actually improving, and you're not really taking the steps to do anything to actually improve. So it kind of fakes you out, if you will. And I know that was one of the things that I got myself into, is taking notes, planning it out, doing all that shit. And then you just got to get your ass out there, open that garage door, and go for a fucking walk. And it takes you such a long way. It's great. And I'm using, getting in shape as an idea. There's anything, getting your finances in order. Look at what you're spending your money on. Knowing what's in your account is a good start. There's so many ways, and we've talked about like budgeting and planning your money and all that kind of shit. But take a small step. Don't look at it as this big old lofty goal. Like if you want to get out of debt and that's how you want to improve, okay, focus on what you need to do that. If it's picking up a second job for a little while, focusing on one bill, don't look at the mountain and don't wait on, any uh, relief. I'll just say to bail you out. I'm choosing my words carefully,
Yeah.
but don't look for that because if it comes, great, added benefit. But if it doesn't, you'll want to be sitting around like, man, I was gonna do so much better if such and such, if that check came through, man, because that's all I was waiting on. Because you can't leave, your success and your improvement in the hands of other people. You have to
Right.
do what you can for yourself. Um, I think without anything crazy, I mean, it's pretty simple, man. Just get out there and do some shit. And as you do it, realize what works, take stock in that, cut out what doesn't work, and keep moving. And then always find somebody who's better or somebody who's where you're trying to be or further along than you, because you can always learn from them. It's not copying. It's just picking their brain, learning where they're at, learning what they've done, learning their successes. And when you get really close to them, they'll tell you about where they failed. And if you can anytime avoid a mistake that somebody else has made, you win in the game right there. And
Yeah.
that's the key. So what do you think, man? What about you?
Well, instead of naming something different, I think I'm just gonna add on to it because all that was pretty much spot on. The only thing I would add really is be disciplined. Whether you're trying to lose weight or you want to get your money right or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Be disciplined about it. And I say that from experience because this past year I did some steps to be more disciplined. Like I cut out, certain, I guess, vices, if you will. You know what I'm saying? I stopped drinking during the week for a month. I stopped playing a video game for a month. I read every day for a month. I did different stuff to kind of like discipline myself to be better
Yeah,
and
you're doing
to
30-day
evolve.
challenges.
Yeah, pretty much. And for me it worked.
Mm-hmm.
For me it worked. And I combine all that shit into better discipline my mind because once you're disciplined enough to carry it out, you will. Let's take losing weight for instance. It'll be that one day. Oh man, work kicked my fucking ass. I don't feel like going to the gym today, and then that's a Monday. So Tuesday, oh, I don't feel. I'll go tomorrow. I'll go the next day. I'll go the next day, and then
Mm-hmm.
therefore you lose your discipline, and then eventually you fall back into the same pattern. You have to keep that same fucking level of discipline if you want to actually fucking
Mm-hmm.
evolve, and it does really fucking pay off. I mean, uh, 2 months in, look at these guns. Anyway, um, but yeah, because I did the same shit in September. I'm like, you know what? My knee is okay enough. I'm gonna start hitting this motherfucking gym up, and I love fucking going to the gym now, man. I just fucking love it, man. It's a stress reliever,
Mm-hmm.
and then Planet Fitness, I get a fucking massage at the end. So I mean, I'm good. I finished my workout with a massage. So I mean,
You're over
like I
there
said,
getting
I'm
them
nice as
Planet
fuck.
Fitness happy endings and shit.
And then also, and then also, you know what I'm saying? Find a balance with your spirituality. And basically, what I mean by
Interesting.
that is a lot of people pray for things to happen constantly. They're praying on it. They're praying on it. They're waiting for dreams. They're waiting for signs. They're waiting for answers. They're waiting for all this other shit. Find a balance to where you have respect for your spirituality, but you're still gonna get out there and get it on your own. And that I think that's another real good way to self-improve because you're not throwing all your eggs in the spiritual basket and then blaming said God or whoever you believe in when stuff ain't going your way because you ain't doing shit, but your only thing you're doing is fucking praying about shit. So you got to find a good balance in between those two, man. And I think on top of everything you said, bro, with the what I'm saying, just get your ass up and do it. um you know get your money right, get your health right, whatever it is you want to do to evolve, fucking just get out there and fucking do it, man, and don't fucking stop. When it gets hard, that means it's about to pay off on the other end of that motherfucking mountain you trying to motherfucking climb. So keep going up that bitch because eventually you're gonna go down and be like, hey, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that from experience because just personal life is fucking sucking right now, but I'm crawling up that motherfucking mountain, baby. So I'm standing on that bitch, and I'm gonna roll straight down that motherfucker when I get to the top. I promise. Hashtag 2023 is mine. Um, But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, bro. You got anything else for the people
You just
as
New
far as
Year, new
improving
me.
themselves?
One thing I will say, kind of a caveat to what you said about discipline. You're not going to build discipline overnight. Focus on being consistent. Consistency builds discipline, and you'll get there.
Indeed. Yeah.
And
Well,
that's all I
they
got.
say if you do, I read in a book somewhere, you do the same thing for 3 weeks straight, eventually become
Yeah,
habit.
there's different numbers. 3 weeks, 66
Yeah.
days. It just depends on the study.
Mm-hmm. Right on. And start off small. You ain't got to go big right off the bat. Baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
Baby steps. Because a lot of times, especially nowadays, we want to get that shit now. We want to get that shit fast. We want to make this shit happen right there at the fucking moment, man. Just take baby steps, improve yourself day by day by day. Train your mind, train your body, train your fucking spirit, man.
While we were chopping it up in between sessions, everybody, the perfect emotion just came. And so I thought I'd start by asking the angriest little guy I know. Um, you know, is it good, or are there times where it's good to be angry?
Yes. But just like Kratos would say, you have to learn how to channel that anger. You actually have to, you know what I'm saying? You can't let it, and I joke because Kratos, but I mean that's real shit though. You gotta actually know how to channel that fucking anger. It's
Some
cool
bitch.
to be fucking angry, but don't be like blackout, I ain't thinking no more, that kind of anger. That shit's not gonna serve any fucking purpose. However, there's another side to the angry, which I'm slowly working on myself, is the being angry but focused, meaning that you piss the fuck off, but it's only motivating you more to what you're angry about. So you use that anger to fuel your motivation. Woo! You use that anger to feel your fucking motivation, man, to do whatever it is that's pissing you off. And instead of using that shit that further fuck up what you got going on, use that shit to better the situation to make yourself fucking better. And there are also times where you do have to use that just blind ass fucking anger. Somebody fucking slaps you in your motherfucking mouth. Yeah, you beat that motherfucking ass. You did fuck that Hulk smash. Like you just fucking lose your shit real quick. But you know, it's not always the answer because anger can a lot of times get you in trouble. And it's like a quote or something I saw, and I was like, oh, that's really fucking deep. Saying like, anger is pretty much like punishment to yourself because you're letting outside sources affect your emotion, which is making you angry, which is only affecting you. So why be fucking angry or some shit like that? But that shit was like really, really, really deep type shit because you actually are punishing yourself when you fucking get angry for somebody else's fucking actions because they don't give a fuck. They know how to get to you now, so they're gonna keep getting to you, not give a fuck, and it's only gonna affect you. So anger can be good at times. Anger can be fucked up at times. You just have to know how to fucking manage it. And if you can't manage it, go to anger management. You see what I did there? Wordplay bars. But seriously though, like if you're having trouble managing your anger in a more productive way, try meditation. Try like I do. I play violent video games when I'm just pissed the fuck off. Like I was boxing, beating the fuck out of people. I was playing Mike Tyson fighting fucking middleweights and beating the fuck out of them. Like I don't know, just find you a fucking outlet, man. I beat the fuck out of Roy Jones 7 times, but yeah. But yeah, sometimes yes, anger can be you. It's spinal. But yeah, sometimes anger can absolutely be useful. And like I said, in my fucking opinion, in my experience, I use my anger as fucking motivation because motherfuckers will piss me off, and I'm like, these bitches is not gonna beat me. So instead of just being mad, going to fuck off or whatever, I bring that anger inside and I transform that shit into fucking motivation. I crush whatever the fuck I'm doing and look at them bitches like, ha ha, pussy. But yeah, man, what you think?
Well, you know me. It usually takes a lot to get me truly angry. And the reason being is because it's one of those things I've always felt. It's kind of along the lines of the quote that you kind of paraphrased, and I
Like
feel that
motherfucker.
yeah, you did. So I feel that anger is is a function of power. So if someone lets you get angry, or someone causes you to get angry, or you allow someone to cause you to get angry, better phrasing, you've relinquished the power over yourself and what you can control over to them, because you can't control what somebody else does, but you can always control how you respond
True that.
to what they do. And by lashing out in an angry fashion, you've basically relinquished power, and that's where you can do some stupid shit. So, as we were talking kind of in between, uh, some shit happened to make me angry at work, and I could have lashed out instantly, or take time. I don't necessarily internalize, but I process it. When you're angry, feel that shit. See, what can you fix? What can you change? What can you do? How do you move? Reflect on that situation and then act accordingly, not in anger. I mean, especially like, and it's really, 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 we talked about daddy's girls and shit. When your kids do something to piss you off, because if you're a parent, I don't want to hear all that rainbow and unicorn shit. Your kids are going to piss you off at some point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And you have
Boy
to
or girl.
be Well, like I struck something right there where you felt that you was about to start humming. I saw it. I saw it. But you have to not be able. You have to be able to, in that situation, to step away and not respond to them in anger, because the last thing you want is your kids seeing you responding to them in anger. Discipline them as necessary, handle the situation, make sure they understand that there's consequences to their actions, but you can't, respond in anger, because that's going to be counterproductive. Maybe not right away, but it'll be counterproductive in the long run. Then you have to be careful of that. A lot of times people tend to conflate anger with passion, and that's kind of when I do like when I do interviews and they ask for like one of my weaknesses. It's because I don't show that, fired up, angry if something happens. You know how like certain coaches or whatever, when they get fired up on the field and they're like cussing out the ref and shit like that, and they're like, "Oh, he's so passionate, he's fighting." You know what I'm saying? And messes around and gets the flag and does more harm than good. You know what I'm saying? If I were in said situation, there's other ways to handle that. And I'm fortunate or unfortunate, depending on how you want to look at it, to be able to step out of it real quick and be like, you know what? I'm mad for like a flash of it's like a flash. And it's like I'm mad, and then I'm instantly going into processing, how do I deal with this? How do I move? And then to the outside, it doesn't even look like I got mad, but it's ever so quick. And I'm ever like, you know what? I'm not going to let something outside of me control me. As I talked about earlier, it's that function of power. And
Right.
I'm never going to let somebody have the power over me to make me mad for an extended period of time. I'm going to be able to move with it. And then, I may reflect on it later and process, what happened and how that situation could have played out. And then I'm gonna move on and learn from it, because similar situations will come up in the future, and that's how wisdom is built, where you learn from the past. And so I think sometimes though, after I've said all that shit, there are times where it is perfectly okay to nut the fuck up and lose your shit. And I am okay with that. And you talked about it. So, like, if
And
somebody
it's
is
so
trying
much
to
fun.
harm you or your family or anybody dear to you, you can get angry as you want and try to destroy their shit. And I am for it. I am with it, and I do not play. And then Kim is like, you know what? I've only seen you angry a few times, but I know that if something's driven you to get angry, I'm good. I ain't got to worry about shit. And that's the way. That's when I think it is beneficial. I think it's good to be angry, but I don't think you stew in that shit. Like, you've seen people that are angry and it takes them forever to come down to where they're just pacing back and forth like, no man, fuck that. Oh, I know. I'm thinking of a particular situation with you as I'm saying this right now, which is kind of funny. And that's where I think you have to temper that shit. So once you've dealt with the situation, you've dealt with if there's a threat, once you've dealt with that threat, you then bring yourself down and be able to handle the situation accordingly. Because, let's say that some level of force had to be required as this threat. You need to then bring yourself down and be able to deal with whatever's after that threat. Not going to give details, not going to talk in particular, but if you know, you know. So I think that's really all I got, man. Just, be mindful. If you feel that everything pisses you off, take some breathing exercises, do some yoga, do some meditation,
breathing,
prayer,
baby.
read a book, tell a story, laugh, think of a funny event. There's all kind of things to help mitigate that anger, but you have to find what works for you.
Oh yeah.
And it may not work all the time, but if you can go from like say 1 to a 10 and you can find a way to bring yourself back down to a 5, you've won versus that person who's from a 1 to a 10 and then they're flirting with that 11 for like the next 30, 45 minutes. So I think that's where you got to work. You're just pissed off for the whole next 3 days. You see that motherfucker on next Tuesday. Fuck you. And you can't be that way. That's not good. Because it's not good.
Good morning. Fuck you. I remember last week, bitch ass nigga.
It's not good. It's not good for your own health.
I ain't like that.
I mean? To be that angry for that. It's bad. It's bad for your internals, man. Your body's not made to hold that kind of shit. So don't hold it.
Nope.
And so, man, that's really all I got.
Shit leads to heart attacks and all types of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I got left is don't let this motherfucker over here fool you. He's the fucking dangerous fucking angry. I'm the loud fucking angry that'll hit your ass right off the fucking bat. He's the motherfucking quiet, methodical fucking angry that the gears are fucking turning. He may not look angry. He's not popping off, but the gears are turning. Like, you got them certain people, I'll shoot you in your face right now. Then you got the certain motherfuckers, well, I'll poison your drink 3 weeks fucking later. And then your ass is dead. Like, that's the fucking difference between the two of us. I just want to put that out there real quick. That's the type of motherfucker
I do not know what you're talking about, sir.
He'll make sure you eat every day, and then you just pop up dead for 3 weeks. he's like fucking Al Pacino in Godfather. He at church minding his goddamn business while everybody else is killing up shit that he the motherfucking remote. This motherfucker right here, man. Don't let him fucking fool you. But other than that, don't let anger consume
my ass just
that shit can lead to heart.
Damn, my ass
that shit
just
can
fell.
lead to health problems. That shit can lead to financial problems. That shit can lead to freedom fucking problems.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good right there.
So don't let your anger consume you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the final cigar check-in. Brother, how was your smoke? How was your drink?
Oh, man. Good times. Placencia's. I haven't had this one before, I don't think. And you had it before. Yeah, you said it was pretty good. Yeah. I confirm. I'm a Forte, but it's still good. So I will put that in there somewhere. Probably after the Almafortes and Almafuego, and then this one.
Indeed.
So yeah,
I can agree with that.
Yeah, and then the bourbon is good, man. It's my first, like I said, my first Clyde Mays, and it's not the ones that you see all over the place, but yeah, it's good. The flavor caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it to be as flavorful as it was. So definitely a good little mix between the two. And hell, I still got more, so I ain't going nowhere yet. So how about you?
Like I said in the other check-ins, man, the H Upshaw, man, they don't disappoint. I haven't had a bad one yet.
H Upman?
The Cameroon joint. Yeah, the Cameroon.
You really call this shit like everything.
H Upman. You Upman, it's got a consonant in there something.
Yeah, I'm smoking that H upstairs. And
I'm smoking it up and down. You know what I'm saying? That up shit. I'm smoking that up shit. But but yeah, man, that shit was really good, man. I enjoyed it, man. My concoction was a good concoction. Actually stayed pretty cool the whole time for the most part. I thought I was gonna have to take a break in between, throw some ice in it. I ain't had to do that, man. It worked out really fucking well. And yeah, man. Love my accessories. Well deserved, well needed.
Cool. Well, all right, everybody, it's fun. Episode 80. What you'll see now is you'll see some other episodes that you can check out. If you want to check out, subscribe. Hit us up on Facebook. Check him out at Melanin Warriors on YouTube. Check out MF and Research. There's only 2 videos there right now, but there'll be more before the year is out, and it should be good times, man. I am so excited for all the shit I got coming up. So it's gonna be good.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. So with that, man, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we out.